More than a century ago, Andrew Carnegie became one of the founders of modern philanthropy. As the world's richest man, he could make quite an impact. But 100-plus men can have a pretty big impact of their own if they pool their giving and focus on charities that are making our region a better place. Earlier this year, the men of 100-plus men at Pittsburgh selected Glimmer of Hope for a $10,000 donation. The nonprofit is helping Allegheny Health Network to expand a program called Home for Hope that provides support for younger breast cancer patients. Diane Napper is founder and executive director of the Glimmer of Hope Foundation. Rick Malik is co-founder of 100-plus Men Who Care Pittsburgh. Kirk Vogel is the co-founder. And welcome. Good to have you all here.
Nice to be here.
Yeah, congratulations on it's really a terrific effort. I want to find a lot more about the model, the philanthropic model for 100-plus men. But for folks who don't know Glimmer of Hope, what's the mission of the foundation?
So what we do different than other breast cancer foundations is we advocate for women under 40 because there's not a lot of screening. In fact, there's none. So when a woman is diagnosed, it's a whole different disease.
Comes out of left field often. They're just not even expecting they could find themselves in this position. Okay.
They have little kids. They're starting a career. Plus, it's usually much more aggressive than women my age.
Okay, and so the particular program that 100-plus men is funding where's it focused?
Integrated oncology.
Okay.
So they get massage therapy, acupuncture, child care. Yeah. So we try to take the patient into consideration rather than the disease.
And I understand the specific program is up in the North Hills,
It's at Wexford.
At Wexford, which is the Allegheny Health Network hospital.
Correct.
There, right?
Correct.
Yeah, really cool stuff. So 100-plus men, so where did this idea come from? What made you guys think you should bring it to our region?
You know, Bill, it was serendipitous about 2 years ago. You know, a friend of mine informed me about a chapter they started in the Cedar Rapids area, and it was such a simple concept, really. It's not a charity, it's not a business, it's really just about bringing as many men together as possible. And we meet 4 times a year and choose 3 charities to vote on per meeting. And the only commitment is, as part of the group, you agree to write a check for at least $100 directly to that charity.
So there's no overhead, there's no professional staff, and basically the money just flows directly to whoever you all select.
It's a super simple model, and that's the beauty of it. So basically, we don't have to, do any paperwork. We don't have any type of tax returns. It's simply just gathering guys 4 times a year, like Rick was saying, and after the group gets together and nominates 3 particular charities, the person gets to speak, and best presentation effectively wins, and we vote. Majority wins, then that's when everybody is, directed to write that check for $100 at a minimum to the particular charity.
That's pretty cool. So 100 guys at $100 each, it starts to add up into real money, right? 100 here, 100 there, and you can make an impact.
It's really a numbers game, and the real passion we had about it was that the charities have to impact Pittsburgh or greater southwestern Pennsylvania, and so the money stays local, and it's immediate. And so it's been so rewarding to see that in such a short period of time. Less than an hour, we've raised over $10,000 for Glimmer of Hope, for example, and those are real dollars that stay right here, which is really where our passion was.
What really piqued everybody's interest about this particular charity?
Well, I mean, it was the passion speech that was given for one of our members that kind of started it. And I've worked with Dana and Glimmer of Hope in the past over the years, so we kind of know how passionate she is about her organization. So when that came up, which we didn't know because it comes out of a hat, right? So we don't know what charities are being selected until we pull them. It was great just to hear that this was a chosen one, and the causes have always been so rewarding just to be part of it on the back end. So to be part of 100+ and really seeing the impact made it even cooler. So,
really cool. And what does it mean to your program, this program in particular, to have this kind of checks, I guess, for 10 grand?
Right. So that enabled us to enroll 11 women under 40 to provide the child care, all the services throughout their treatment. So acupuncture, for instance, helps with chemotherapy, stops nausea. It's just remarkable what these services are doing for these women, and they're all doing phenomenal.
Really, and you find it really makes a difference. Sort of holistic treatment and really helping women through this period and having a better outcome?
Yep.
Yeah?
Yep, 100% better outcome. We have evidence now that we think insurance companies should pay for it. That's how well these women are doing.
Wow. Well, that's good to know. You get that evidence up there. Hopefully, the
Yeah.
insurance companies will find a way to start supporting it, because you can't count on the 100 guys, I guess. Because you can't. You do what, one of these charities, and then you don't come back to the same charity. Is that how this works?
Yeah, I mean, but we kind of put a rule in place that a charity can win once a year. You know, we meet 4 times a year, so we're really looking to, you know, constantly, you know, change who we're directing those donations to. Again, needs to be local, but within the next year it could be nominated, and if the group, you know, chooses them, then here we go again, right?
Yeah, so do you have your 100+ men, or are you always looking for more? How does this work?
We're always looking for more. Right now we're about 140 strong, right?
Right.
Okay.
And we obviously the 100+ is indicative of just that. We wanted to grow because it's a numbers game, as Rick was mentioning earlier. The more people that get involved, the bigger checks we can write, more of a local impact for the charity that was nominated and voted upon. So that's it. We're always looking to plug more about growing the chapter.
Amazing, and I assume you can use more support. How do people find you online?
www.symbolofthecure.com.
Symbolofthecure.com. And okay, how about the 100+ men? I assume they can find you there too somewhere.
We do. It's 100plusmanpittsburgh.org.
100plusmanpittsburgh.org. Well, thank you all so much, and congratulations on bringing all of this to our region and all the good work.
Thank you, Bill.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for having
Thanks for
us.
having us.
And we'll be back in a minute with little dollars and cents. Please stay with us.